Today I'm going to test out some mind control tricks you can use at home and see if they actually work on my friends. When we talk about mind control tricks, we often think of some kind of mystical powers that can control people's minds. But in reality, mind control is more about understanding human psychology and using that knowledge to influence people's behavior. And today, we're going to explore some of these tricks that you can use in your everyday life at home. One of the biggest challenges we face in our daily interactions is trying to get people to agree with us or see things from our perspective. Whether it's trying to convince our partner to watch our favorite TV show or persuading our kids to eat their vegetables, we all want to be able to influence those around us. But often, we struggle to communicate our ideas effectively, and the conversation ends up in an argument or a stalemate. We've all been there, trying to reason with someone who just doesn't want to listen, and it's frustrating because we know we're right, but somehow we just can't get through to them. That's why it's so important to have effective persuasion techniques in our toolbox. With the right tools, we can communicate more effectively, build stronger relationships, and even get more of what we want in life. So, how do we become more persuasive and influential in our daily interactions? That's what we're going to explore today. We'll be diving into some powerful mind control tricks that you can use to get more of what you want and build stronger relationships with those around you. Let's start with one of the most powerful mind control tricks out there: mirroring body language. When we mirror someone's body language, we're creating a sense of rapport and connection with them. It's a subtle way to build trust and make the other person feel more comfortable around us. For example, if you're talking to someone who has their arms crossed, you can cross your arms too. It's a simple trick, but it can make a big difference in how the other person responds to you. Another powerful trick is using persuasive language. Our words have the power to shape people's perceptions and influence their behavior. By using specific words and phrases, we can make our message more compelling and persuasive. For example, instead of saying, "I think this is a good idea," we can say, "I'm confident that this will work." It's a small change, but it can make a big difference in how our message is received. Creating emotional connections is also crucial in persuasion. When we can tap into people's emotions, we can inspire them to take action. For example, if you're trying to convince someone to donate to a charity, you can share a personal story about why the cause is important to you. This creates an emotional connection and makes the other person more likely to take action. But the most powerful mind control trick of all is something called labeling. Labeling is when we assign a label or identity to someone, and they start to live up to that label. For example, if you tell someone they're a generous person, they're more likely to be generous in the future. It's a powerful way to influence people's behavior and get more of what you want. Let me show you an example of how this works. Imagine you're trying to convince a friend to help you move on the weekend. Instead of asking them straightforward, you can say, "Hey, you're always so willing to lend a hand. I was wondering if you could help me move on Saturday." By labeling them as a helpful person, you're more likely to get a yes. So let's recap the mind control tricks we've covered today. We've got mirroring body language, using persuasive language, creating emotional connections, and labeling. These tricks can be used in all sorts of situations, from convincing your partner to watch your favorite TV show to persuading your kids to eat their vegetables. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear about your experiences with persuasion techniques in the comments below. If you want to learn more about mind control tricks, check out my other video on the top 10 persuasion techniques you can use in your everyday life.